Please just repeat. Smritavyayam pariklesham tatha phalam viparyayam abhayam chapya anihayam sankalpa viramet kavi. Smritavyayam pariklesham tatha phala viparyayam abhyayam chapya aniham sankalpad viramet kavi. There is one more sloka. Sukhaya dukkhaya mokshaya Sukhaya dukkhaya mokshaya kurve dampati kriyaya kurve dampati kriyaya tato nivartitir apraptir dukkashaya cha sukashaya cha. Shabdhartha. Smritva, remembering. Yam, in the field of activities with fruitive results. Pariklesham, the waste of energy and miserable conditions. Tatha, from that. Phala viparyam, the opposite of the desired results. Abhayam, fearlessness. Cha, also. Api, indeed. Aniyam, when there is no desire for fruitive results. Sankalpat, from material desires. Viramet, should cease. Kavi, one who is advanced in knowledge. Translation, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Remembering the great trouble found in the field of activities performing for fruitive results, and remembering how one receives the reverse of the results one desire, whether from material actions or from the fruitive activities, recommended in the Vedic literatures. An intelligent man should cease from the desire for fruitive actions, for by such endeavors one cannot achieve the ultimate goal of life. On the other hand, if one acts without desire for fruitive results, in other words, if one engages in devotional service, devotional activities, he can achieve the highest goal of life with freedom from miserable conditions. Considering this, one should cease from material desires. As husband and wife, a man and woman plan together to attain happiness and decrease unhappiness, working jointly in many ways, but because their activities are full of desires, these activities are never a source of happiness, and they never diminish distress. On the contrary, they are cause of great happiness. Om Ajnana Timiram Dasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvan Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadadi Sapadankitam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Vishakanvitam Ta. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dhinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kamta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindhavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhu Vavevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschyata Desatharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswamiti Namane Prabhupada Sahityam Iha Prachar Kritaman Sadha Bhagavadaiti Namaham. Hare Krishna. I pray all devotees. So Prabhuji has given me this service. So you all bless me so that I can speak something. It can be service. So today these both slokas will reveal many facts that how we are living in this material world, how we are trapped, actually cheated by this modern education. Here there is one word is pariklesham. So we'll discuss from first sloka what is pariklesham. So here the direct meaning is pariklesham means the waste of energy and the miserable conditions. So the human form, we have got this human form, we are supposed to utilize our energy. Energy means it includes everything. Krishna also says that this entire world is running just a fraction of energy. That's why in modern science also says that neither energy, neither created nor destroyed. That means whatever energy is there in this world, it remains constant. So that it is true that what Krishna and modern science, sometimes it matches, sometimes it doesn't matches. We should not go with what material science says. Okay? So the biggest problem in this world is we are all in misconception that avidya, the material education is avidya, and it is guiding us away from the Krishna. This material education, what we study in schools and colleges and universities, this material education is avidya, but we mistakenly we think that it is vidya. That is why we address, oh, he is a highly qualified, he is highly educated. So how is highly educated and qualified? By material education. But this material education is guiding us towards the miseries, towards the problems. So this, both the slokas is talking about the problems. Actually, there are two types of problems exist. One is relative problems, relative problems, and one is actual problems. Our material education talks about relative problems. Relative problems means the problem which you are having, it may be a not problem another person. And exactly if we want to understand this relative problems, and everyone is trying to solve these problems, relative problems. That suppose, let's say, if we ask someone who is doing some, maybe he is getting a 10,000 per month salary, if we ask him, he will say, if I get 20,000, all problem will be solved. If someone who is getting 20,000 salary, if we ask him, if he say, because I am struggling because of this 20,000, I cannot adjust, this is not enough. If I get 40,000, all problems will be solved. So then if person who is getting 40,000, the same answer. If a person getting 1 lakh, so also same problem. If you ask some businessman who is earning maybe 5 crores per a month, so if we ask, he also says that I want to establish more. And as we look towards, at certain stage, for businessman, maybe money is the not problem, but some other problem. He will say, I want to peace, I want to away from these people. So it's like that. So each one having a different set of problems. This is relative problems. And everyone is trying to solve these problems through our material education. And this sloka and this next sloka is very well connected. The life which we are leading, this life and what we understood how to lead the life. We understood either by seeing others, what we call exemplary or examples which we see in the society. So that is how my life should be. And or through material education or by reading novels, Kadambari, all these things, we understood that this is how my life should be. Or when we see some person who is successful in some field, maybe sports. That's how youth think that I wanted to become, cricketer. And when he sees someone is master in quiz, he thinks that I want to be a master in quiz. It's like a multiple things running in mind, right? And also, if grihastha, when we are settled, so our ideal means when we look at our CEO, I want to become like that much money, I want that much salary. So it's like we have defined our lives based on our understanding by seeing surroundings on by material education, right? And each one has defined its own way. So that is, there is no base for this. How to lead my life? What is my destiny? Okay, and they don't want to discuss the real problems. The real problems are what Bhagavad Gita says, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. They don't want to discuss these problems. They just want to discuss with the relative problems, right? Most of them are busy with. You just look at, you see in the morning, it's not that only devotees wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. If you see in KR market, they wake up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And in the cold, very severe cold in the morning, they take huge luggage, they go set up their shop, is thinking that today my business will do best. So it's like material people also doing more hard work than devotees. No? We think that, okay, I wake up 4 o'clock, I did something great. No, there are many people wake up, but their intention and the life. So that is very important to what my life to be and how I want my life to be set. So this is very important. So here education play a major role. So same thing we are teaching to guiding to our students also. Okay, I just struggled to do my school education, the college education. I got this job. So my children should not struggle like me. So they have to study in a good school. So we do as much as labor for that, and we pay lakhs together. We put them in very good schools. So let them be a better material educationist than me. So that is our life. That is how it is. Everywhere it is going. So everyone thinks up to there. Suppose if someone is doing some labor work, he is getting very less. So he will do more labor to earn more money, to put more money on his children to get good education. Ultimately, what education we are getting? Material education, which is completely guiding away from the, and Bhagavatam says away from the Krishna. And Bhagavatam says that is the mother source for all happiness, unhappiness, miseries. Material education is the miseries. So we want to push our kids into that miseries. We know that we are struggling, but we think that because of relative problems I am suffering. Because I am getting only 40,000, I am suffering. My kid gets 1 lakh, he will not suffer. That is a misconception. That is a wrong conception we are living. So we are trying to solve the relative problems. We don't want to discuss real problems. If any real problem comes, if somebody talk about death, no, don't talk about death. No, they avoid. Diseases, okay, we will do some insurance, health insurance, we will solve. We will do. For that also, money. So everything revolve human being. Mind is 99%. The money is the source to solve all the problems. Okay, so like this. And another biggest problem in this to happiness, there are different ways. Men and women, associating men and women, people think that to so many ways they associate. In the workplace they associate, as husband and wife and associate. There are many ways they associate, and the second sloka says that, and they try to solve the problems. But, so Bhagavatam says that is the root cause for all the problems. And Prabhupada says that is the most wife and husband or men and women association is the most Prabhupada used particular word, abominable combination. Is a very abominable combination. You are trying to solve problems that abominable means very lowest kind of. Abominable means we used some animals which lives with a very degraded life, So for that we use that word. But we are trying with this to solve all our problems. So, and youth, what is there running in their mind? Their mind, it is running that. So how can I get a good naukri and good chokri? Prabhupada says that. Good naukri. So this is also, it says that we are dreaming both day and night. So this is also dreaming. And there is a very nice sloka, so yesterday else I discussed. So, na sochati na kankshati. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati. So we are thinking about the past and we are thinking of the future. The past is already over. It's of no use. And future also we are anxiety about the future. It is not the thinking about the future, we are anxiety about the future. What happens to my son result? What happens to my daughter result? Whether my daughter will get a good boy or not. My boy will get a good wife or not. Anyway, I got somebody which not very good. So at least my son, daughter should get good wife. So this is, everyone is, their mind is engaged. That's why Krishna says that, Sochati, what you think is very important. Don't think of past or don't think of future. Same thing instruct to Arjuna also. So you just think about me and do your work. So Sochati. So that's why, so we have to think about Krishna, then Prasannatma. So Brahma Bhuta, Prasannatma. So everyone is anxiety or tension because we are not thinking about Krishna. Other than thinking about Krishna, we do everything. While chanting also, we don't think about Krishna. We think about either yesterday what happened, day before yesterday happened, what he did, what happened in the company, or think about the anxiety, what will happen tomorrow. There are many assignments in the company, there are many things. So, when we are thinking Krishna, so we labeled ourselves as a devotees, but we always thinking about the miseries only. But Krishna says that don't worry about those miseries will be there, and those miseries will go only when you become Krishna consciousness. So that's how. So then, so we are talking about this husband and wife, man and woman plan together, attain happiness and distress, unhappiness, working jointly in many ways, but because their activities are full of desires. So everything is desires, so many desires. Actually, we are not marrying with women, we are marrying with the desires. We have some desires, along with that we added some more desires. So it's full of desires. It's vice versa. So women also, wife also have some desires, and husband also desires. Now desires number has increased. So we are trying to, it's like a mountain, it's a big mountain, all the desires. So we have to fulfill the desires. Of course, materialistic person, he has no other way, because he is trapped. He is trapped with these desires. And he is thinking that's avidya. Because avidya, it's like a viral pull. So you make one activity, so that activity, the karmic reaction, and one more activity, the more and more activities. Everyone is doing millions of activities, and millions of karmic reactions are creating. And more, it's like viral pull, it is creating, and finally is completely trapped, it could not come out. But at least luckily, we are lucky, only Iskcon is the way. Prabhupada has given a small way to come out from this material viral pool which we are trapped. So, very badly everyone is trapped. Actually, if you have any grudge on somebody, you just ask him to marry or ask him to be a good materialist. If you hate somebody. So, that is the best punishment you will get. So everyone is punished. Everyone is going through punishment. As they are hoping that maybe I will be happy one day. I will be, resolve this problem. And actually every day we count. Okay, what is the today problems? Today problem is, okay, my son is having fever. if you solve that, and some problem in the office, if solve these two problems, so I will be happy. By evening, another 5, 6 will be added. And next day morning, again the list we will see, yeah, today this is the problem, this, and we pay Krishna also. But devotees will do that. Material person, what he will do? He will do nice planning. Actually, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says that one who does not believe in Vedic scriptures and Krishna, so he is a very good planner because he is responsible for everything. He is responsible for his own all the activities. He has taken the ownership and responsibilities for everything because he don't blame. There is a good material stake. So it's like big businessmen, the CEOs, they make their own plans. So Bhaktisiddhanta, and sometimes things works when you plan, very organized. You make the plans and you just go with the checklist. Yeah, this is done, this is done, this is done. And they time to time, everything, they're very strict life they send. Even if they want to talk to a wife, they calculate how many words I'm talking to my wife. Even if their kids, if they are sitting with them, they calculate time, how much time, because time is money for them. Okay? So that's how they calculate. At the end, nothing. Maybe he has reached very great height, but there is no relation with the family. The kids also calculate the time. Papa, I'm talking to you 5 minutes over. I'll keep the phone. So everything mechanical. This is how life is going. That's what Bhaktisiddhanta, those who are very well organized, they are very planned, execute everything according to the plan, according to the checklist. They are the most, foolish people. Because at the end, nothing, at least if we are not very much organized, we don't calculate in that way, at least we will have some family relations at the end. At least our kids will listen to us. So, but that person, he will lose everything. So more like Bombay or in Bengaluru, in big cities, or maybe in other countries. So they live only one person, two person, loneliness, depression. And I was going through the list of all, yesterday I saw the list. There are, popular people, big, celebrities. This is a huge list they committed at their young age. Why they have committed suicide? If the material education is giving happiness, if the wife and husband is giving happiness, so whatever you are thinking, the way of life, it is giving happiness, then why you are committing suicide? Because so many depression patients. Because recently I attended one of the seminar which was organized by NIMANS. NIMANS is where they deal with mental problems, mental health. So the scientist, he was talking, the way of the patients comes, wife and husband, the kind of health problems, most of them are depressed. At young age, they're depressed. So immediately we think that my son is okay studying, he's 10th standard and he's become 12th standard, he'll become some engineer and doctor. Suddenly one day, he's gone to depression, he's not interested in anything. So this kind of more and more cases, they're coming. So that is why this kind of way of life, we are all trapped. It's not that we are knowingly, we are trapped into this kind of life. So how to come out from this life? This is like and yesterday I was hearing one lecture, Prabhuji was telling how the wife and husband match and what kind of children we get. It's all about the karma. Whatever karma we did, according to, it's like Prabhuji was explaining that the karma will pick, okay, so all husbands will be in one hall and all wives are in another. So you will pick according to the karma. Okay, this combination, so you will do all the combinations based on their karma, so you will put them. How? It is like sometimes if you have to suffer, your son will be enemy for you. If you have to suffer, your wife will come as an enemy. Or if you did some pious activities, she will come and serve you. Or he will, if she has done some pious activities, he will serve. Or if they have some pious activities, their children will, very good children, they listen to them. Everything is, program is set actually. But we are trying in, the program is set in different way and we are trying in different way. So it's completely opposite going on. So we never able to be solve these problems because something is already fixed. He has to become IITian, that's why someone is become IITian, someone is not become IITian. Whatever you do, you hit your head on wall, you will not become. Because that is the standard, that is because of karma is born like that. So everyone wants their sons to become either some doctor or engineer. You know, that's what they discuss. That's why these functions and marriages are most dangerous places. If we go there, they discuss this only. What your son is doing, what your daughter is doing. If something is they are doing good, they will say, yes, yes, my son is doing. If something is not doing bad, they will say, simply avoid that. They change the topic. So, and discuss all sorts of matters. This is where that Kida enters into our mind. That is why Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur Maharaj says, everyone has this Kida. I mean, Kida means some which is entire worm. Huh? This is always doing that. Okay, so someone is working for money, someone is working for the status. If he is not getting the status, he is fully disturbed. If he is not getting what he wants, he is fully disturbed. Okay, so that Kida is, we are knowingly, we are putting that Kida into our mind by attending all these different types of functions and by discussing that kind of degraded minds. Most of the highly material educated is the degraded mind because he will discuss only about his status or money or positions. If you talk to him, they never talk something which is pleasant. Initially they talk very nice, hello, hi, but later they start to showing there if they have something better than you. If their son wants studying IIT, they want to tell everybody that my son is studying in IIT. If their daughter is doing well, so they want to tell somehow or other, they change the topics, they come to the topic that they will tell because that is where it is pushing inside. Suppose he has purchased something, house, something, he did something, he got some award, somehow or other he wanted to, what do you call that? He wanted to tell everyone that. So, if these kind of things enters into our mind also, it spoils our mind. Actually, we may be living with our own peacefully, with our own plans and all. Sometimes these things enters and we lose whatever existing happiness also, we will try to achieve that. Okay, and we will go put pressure on our kids. See, my friend, daughter is, she is studying that. So why you are not studying? Because he study or she study 12 hours, you are studying only 1 hour. Always you are playing. So their pressure. Because the program is already set. That what you have to become. Okay. So doesn't mean that we should not tell the children to read and study. So this is, we should try to understand this, what actually happened there and what we are trying here. It's completely reverse. So fruitive results, remembering how one receives reverse of the results one desire. Reverse. So that's why we are desiring something is already set. The plan is set. But so that's why it goes to reverse. When it goes reverse, not happy, get angry and agitated because small things. So we lost the relations, lost the friendships, happiness. And this is one thing. So everyone, what they are looking for happiness. And why, how they motivated. And every materialist is somehow or other is motivated. Because that's how Krishna has put some little fraction of happiness in the material world. Okay, you take this. It's like sometimes, for a dog we throw one biscuit, okay, do this job. So is Krishna also given a small fraction of happiness. The so-called happiness is actually, it's not happiness. It's like Whenever, all the problems only, the graph is going straight like this, straight line. So when problems little less, so we think that it is happiness. The problems still remain. Sometimes problems are less, we think I am very happy. But after some time, again the graph will come back. So this is how we are all trapped. So we are all in this material world is struggling. So Krishna don't want this to happen to with everyone. So because his mercy. So he wanted to show mercy by giving this one small technique to come out from this huge trap. It's actually we are all cheated. Prabhupada says we are all cheated. And the technique is very simple. So Prabhupada once in Canada, in the morning walk, he was going with the disciples, and Prabhupada, the stick, walking stick. With the stick, there was a small ice, small ice cube was there. Prabhupada is trying to hit hard to that ice cube. And it was not breaking, and Prabhupada again hitting. So disciples think, what happened to Prabhupada? Prabhupada, why are you doing like this? So never do like that. Then asked Prabhupada, generally no one is there to ask directly to Prabhupada. After some time, one devotee dares to ask, Prabhupada, why you did like that? And Prabhupada said, all these materialistic people, they are not able to understand this simple technique that just surrender to Krishna and do some service to Krishna. They are like a trap, like ice. It's like very strong. If you go more cold, it's become rock. And simply you just give high temperature, just give little fire, it will become water. So that much simple. But because of our so many desires, because of our not understanding, so we have made it so complicated. After coming bhakti also, sometimes it's very complicated. Prabhuji is like, I cannot go to restaurants, I cannot talk to people, I cannot eat everywhere, and I cannot watch movies. No, it is not like that actually. So we have to take it very voluntarily, likingly, and one thing that what we are doing is the correct. We should have confidence that what I am doing is the correct, everyone is doing something wrong. They wanted to reach Bombay, they are walking towards Madras, Chennai. It's completely reverse. That's why in Sloka it says, you are doing completely reverse. You are never able to reach the place which you want to reach. That's a happiness. That target is happiness, never able to achieve happiness. With our experiences, we can understand that. Only thing is, we have to some time, of course, because we've seen so many lifetimes, we are with this same kind of life we led. So what happens? Immediately some change in our life, we feel difficult and uncomfortable, and we look that, okay, what they may think, what he thinks, what she thinks, it's like I'm looks like a pujari, I'm like, so all these things, it's just a matter of some time. So when we practice, actually everyone's supposed to do this. They are not doing it, they're unfortunate. So we are doing it fortunate. When we think like that, so then we'll doing with happily, we will do all these things, whatever Prabhupada is given. Okay? And Prabhupada says that how important the Iskcon is, Iskcon movement. So last time somebody mentioned Hare Krishna movement, and immediately Varadha Krishna Prabhu is corrected that. It's not Hare Krishna movement, it is a Prabhupada movement, because some people are using in Hare Krishna movement. That's why Iskcon movement is the right word. We have to use the Iskcon because Prabhupada says Iskcon is my body. So we always, of course, we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. General public says that they are Hare Krishna people, but we should not say it's a Hare Krishna movement. Then it's become another organization. So that's why Iskcon movement. And this Iskcon movement, as we discussed, this is the only way the person can come out from this trap. Otherwise, there is no hope. And our children also. How our children will follow? If we follow strictly. That is very important, not when we come to the temple, we follow everything nicely here. When we go home, sometimes we fight like more than a materialistic people. So that's the problem. And kids are watching that. No? So that's why everything and every activity, because this is in this actually the canto 6th, if we read carefully, understand, actually these suggested to brahmacharis. If we carefully study this very scrutinizingly, you never get married, it seems. They don't get married. So the 6th canto is very important. The instructions, Lord is given instructions. No, actually Prabhupada says as per the Vedic, women should marry. Men, if he not marry also, is good actually. He can guide so many thousands of people. And also, it talks about the sentiments, family sentiments. Sometimes it's a question and conception that I am so attached to my kids, my husband, wife, family, and same time I have to develop attachment for the Krishna. It is something very difficult. So for this, suggestions was given for senior devotees is that you have to work like an actor, seems, but don't tell like this outside. But it's like an actor. At home, you have to be a very good actor. You know, in cinemas, somebody does the villain actor. You know, in real life, he is not a villain actually, but he did so nicely that he looks like a very horrible person. But people also think same impression carries. So at home also, we have to, it applies for both Matajis and Prabhujis. We have to work like a actor. So highly responsible. That's the main thing, you know, for kids. But inside we have to develop the attachment for this Krishna. Because this attachment with the family, anyway, it is going to end one day. If you think practically, if you think very professionally and practically, anyway, that is going to give up one day. Why don't we develop that kind of tendency from now onwards itself? That's a kind of practice. Practice develop to attraction towards Krishna, more and more thinking about Krishna, more and more talk about Krishna, reading about Krishna. So all the services when we do, so because this sochna, the soch, the thinking, our conscious, we have to change that. If we do not practice that, it will not come, because it's many years of we are changing. So it's like habits. Habits are more powerful. For example, at home, let's say there is a switchboard. So you just change from this switchboard to this side, let's say, because of some reason, you change it. Yourself only changed. Another 10-15 days, the hand automatically goes there. You know that you only changed this from this side to this side. Then you realize, okay, my hand automatically goes. That's why habit is very powerful. So that's why we have these habits of leading the materialistic person from so many, that automatically goes. The attraction towards women, attract towards money, attracts making money. If someone comes in good car, suddenly mind thinks that why don't me as that kind of. So this become habit. So, but we have to tell mind again and again, no, you have changed the switchboard yesterday, please don't go your hand again and again. And we feel that, so, because 5 days over, still my hand is going there. Then if we tell that, slowly the mind started going towards that. And then we'll develop, okay, then it will become natural. So that's why some of the activities are so unnatural for us. Now we have to make them natural. It's like chanting is not natural for us. We never chanted in lifetimes. We just started in this. But it will not go our mind and hand to chant. But if we keep doing the practice, so at one day automatically hand goes to the chanting bag. And mind goes to chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exclusively came just to give this one technique, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, nothing else. So other than this, we do everything. Prabhuji, I will serve. Prabhuji, I can clean. Prabhuji, I can donate money. I can do whatever seva, but I cannot sit and chant. If we give mala, they think so much to take mala for beginners. But somehow, luckily, we have taken. That is some. But many people, it's very difficult to give mala. And after giving mala, we don't know how much time it takes to chant one round. And some people, they don't chant also. So that means we should feel very fortunate and very lucky. Then we'll do happily all this. We don't hesitate. We don't find any difficulty doing all these things. So that is how, so Prabhupada, this mercy of Prabhupada is given, and Krishna wants everyone to, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants everyone to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we participate in this, if we help Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission to giving this Hare Krishna Mahamantra to others, who is going to benefit? Not person is going to benefit, we are going to benefit. We will release from this trap, material trap. So we are trapped. How to come out? Chanting, and same chanting ask someone to do. How much we do, how much we release from the trap. So if we want to completely release from this whole thing, what is going on in the material world, so that much we will be released. So more, if that's called Kavi. This word is Kavi. Last word is Kavi, means one who is advanced in knowledge. So that's why knowledge and intelligence is very important. Bhagavad Gita is actually based on knowledge. Krishna wanted to give knowledge to Arjuna. Whatever your previous knowledge is, no use. You take this knowledge, my knowledge. This is useful for you. So same thing is giving to us also. Whatever you are thinking earlier, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to become that, this and all. That knowledge is not going to benefit anyway to you. Take this knowledge, it is going to benefit to you. So this knowledge, so that's why one who is knowledgeable, one who is intelligent, only will take up this process to come out of that. Many of them, they don't want to come out from this trap. They wanted to, in the trap. It's like example is given, the pig, an animal, pig, it is living in a very filthy, very bad, and it is happily sleeping. So if we see that, we feel jealous. How much it is enjoying? We are not enjoying. Huh? So much is happy there. If you want to say that what you are doing, where you are living, please come out. If you throw a stone, it just get up, again it will sleep. It just get up, again sleep, because don't want to come out. It's the same situation for us also. We are all living in so much filthy. That's why Prabhupada says, please. And he requested all the devotees that time, they were all just came out from that drug addiction, with long beard, long hairs. That's how drug addicts. And Prabhupada says, please don't leave your beards and don't go back to that life. That is very bad, it's like stinking. So, when we advance, then we can understand that is bad. If we don't advance, again we are living in that, we wanted to live like that. So, we have to come out from this, what we are living in this life. This is only way is that to chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The problem is, most of the Bhagavatam classes, whoever gives, everybody says that please chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's how they end the classes, and that's the suggestion given. And we hear so much and we are bored of that kind of words. So every Prabhuji comes and chant Hare Krishna. But because that is only the solution given by Krishna and given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what they can do? This is only the suggestion. So even material problems also, sometimes there are only only few solutions. With that solutions only we can solve material problems. Okay, so another just few words. Actually now, if you look at the future, more and more we are associating with the missions. Especially IT people, and more, even everywhere this digitalization and computerized era is coming. We will be dealing with the missions. So these emotions, sentiments, and the mind will be adapted to how we think that everything should work like missions. And same thing we expect from the family members also. Because you just click, you will get the result. Same thing we expect from the wife and children also. You just do this, I want. So you put them in some school, you should get first. And wife, we expect. So that is why the future will become more and more, will be associated with the missions, and mind also started thinking like a mission. So more and more, so now robots are coming, robots are teaching, and robots also even they're getting citizenships. And I think Japan, one robot got a citizenship. So like this, is more and more materialistic, demonic, Prabhupada used the word demonic mentality is going to more. At least now it is better. Still there is a families, still we have some sentiments, exchanges, feelings, emotions. All these also important, because same thing we are using for the service of Krishna. We are developing sentiments for Krishna, we are developing emotions for Krishna. So these are all required. That is why good family, good relations, wife and husband, this is very rare to see. But in future, very difficult to see. All small families, they don't stay together. Actually, when Prabhuji was telling, it's like in India also, there are many families, looks like family, but inside is already broken. So that is why. So this movement, the Iskcon movement, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with how much enthusiastically we push this, that much we will be released from the clutches Maya. But anyway, this movement will go on, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has predicted that this will happen in every town and village. But you take the advantage of that by participating in this Hare Krishna Kirtan and giving Hare Krishna Mahamantra to others and explain this philosophy. What is the philosophy? Philosophy is that whatever the modern education, we will trap you easily, they will get trapped, and it is a cheating. And doesn't mean that we should not study. We should study just to earn money, not to completely depend on that. We have to live our life according to the Bhagavatam, and we have to work as per the materialistic education. So then I think we will be released from these clutches and Maya. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any questions? We have some time today.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thanks for this class. And I have one doubt that you said modern science and Vedic science, like we should not keep priority at modern science, and we should focus on Vedic science. But when you compare that modern science, most of the things are related to Vedic science. When you see the Newton law, it says that energy, it is neither created nor destroyed. But people, how they are thinking, like the living will be destroyed and this is the first life. If it is non-living thing only, it is not destroyed and not created. How they are thinking, like a living thing will be created and it is destroyed. And third law also, it says that every reaction, it has an opposite reaction. But why people are not thinking, if I am harming something, it reflects to me also. Like why they are thinking like educated fools, why they are becoming like educated fools. In modern science, everything it is linked to our culture only. But why they are thinking, why they are not thinking like this? Why thinking this is the first life and this is the last life? We are born this only and no God. They only says that everything is not created by simply, and they will says that universe it is created by simply. Like how it is, why we are where we are becoming like educated fools.
Yes, this is that time Shankaracharya itself has told, these intellectual fools. Bhajagovindam Mudamade. That means don't trap away again Vedic, because in Vedas so many things is given. Again, don't get trapped by Vedic, whatever Vedic way of life. The easiest way is to bhajan Govinda. So then only. So same thing, Prabhuji is asking why does so many, like scientists and modern scientists, why they don't believe everything is matching. Whatever they are trying to prove with the small experimental setup, and many things are matched with Vedic, is already proved. So they wanted to prove again, this ego. So they wanted to establish another Krishna kingdom actually. They want to challenge Krishna. So why? Why have to believe something else? These kind of attitudes, these are different kind of attitudes. And scientists also think that this Vedic science doesn't have experimental proof. And they wanted to give experimental proof. Yeah, suppose let's say is Newton's, whatever he has proved, there is experimental proof that. In Vedic science is already told, this gravitational force is there. But there is no experimental proof. So they want everything experimental proof. This is another kind of foolishness actually. So scientists, they are more foolish than the normal uneducated person, because they will be more trapped than this person. At least this person who is not educated, he just believe in God, at least he will get a better life next. But that person, he will never get, because his conscience fully polluted. So then one business person once came in Juhu temple, in Iskcon temple. He is a very big business person. There are 5,000 employees working under him. And he came, just standing in front of Krishna. And many other people are coming and doing Dandavat Pranam in front of Krishna. And he is thinking, how can I do? I am a boss for 5,000 employees. I am giving a salary for 5,000 employees, means crores together I am giving an employee. And all the employees will come and do Pranam for me. How can I do Pranam to Krishna? Krishna is bigger than me? That is ego. That is how his mind is become, trapped, and they are not able to come out of that. Many people. Unless the devotee, mercy of a devotee, only he can come out of that conception. He has made his conception that I am a boss. I can rule things. I can dictate. That's how dictators. Morning I was reading Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar is a Roman, very big dictator. He has brought many changes in Roman. At the end he is, he is given some poison and he is died in a very pathetic way. So like that, all these people, demonic people, they are all small Hiranyakashipus, all small Duryodhana scientists. Whenever I see scientists, I imagine like this. Okay, he is maybe Hiranyakashipu, they all will be destroyed. Mama Maya Durataya. My Maya is very, strong. Krishna says that it will come and is like squeeze them. So we should not, motivated by those words. Motivated by. When actually, that's why one Prabhuji was telling, suppose the cook devotee is not very educated, generally, don't take it in another way. Generally, cook devotees, they just cook and they, offer to Krishna and they eat, but they don't know much philosophy. But one thing he knows. What is that? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God, he knows that. And the great scientist, maybe is MIT, Harvard, he is from, but he doesn't know who is Krishna. So that means he is better than that great scientist. Okay? He is fully trapped. All others, the degree of trapping is more. So never come out of. They take lifetimes to in that conception. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions? The hall is very vibrant today and devotees are still dull. Come on. Not able to hear me? Any more questions? Okay. Thank you very much. Sri Sri Gandharvika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu ki. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you very much Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Request you all to sit down. Yeah. Vasanta Panchami. How wonderful and beautiful this entire hall is.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, is it better? Yeah. Okay. How wonderful this entire hall is. We heard Prabhuji saying that people are depressed. How vibrant this entire, our Gandharvika Giridhari and Sriman Mahaprabhu are. And the devotees are looking so beautiful. I'm very happy to see even our Prabhujis manage some yellow dress in their kurtas. Haribol. Nice Prabhujis. Okay. So, thank you Prabhu once again. The flow was so fantastic. We can see Prabhu not having one notes and the class was just going on and on. Many important points. We learned some new definitions for punishment, marriage. Okay. Where desires meet. Okay, thank you Prabhuji. Functions and marriages all. Otherwise it was a favorite place for our visit. Now Prabhuji has said, very dangerous place. Okay, degraded minds. But again, not for devotees. Thank you, Prabhu. Explained about habits. Thankfully, we all have developed this habit of chanting the japa. So hopefully we continue with a lot more intensity. Thank you very much. Prabhuji also told that it is, of course, today is Vasanta Panchami and it's all about gratitude. First way we first show our gratitude, love and affection to Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. We like to hear more and more from you. Hare Krishna. A few announcements. I'm sure all of you know, today is Vasanta Panchami, the 5th day of the waxing moon, marking the beginning of spring. Usually a very joyous occasion to the devotees, because devotees always seek blessings, express gratitudes to all the Vaishnava, and of course seek blessings of Sri Sri Gandharvika Giridhari. Temple has done a lot of new announcements today. Okay, I think it's from today and tomorrow, but